745,000 miles. Original engine, never opened. This 2005 Silverado still runs like day one, and the owner just told me a secret that will make you cancel buying that new truck. But before I reveal what that secret is, you need to see the other 4 I'm showing today, because one of them has more than 900,000 miles, and the owner swears he never even changed the clutch. And if you're thinking about buying a used Silverado, stop everything, because after this video, you'll know exactly which models to look for, and especially which ones to run from. Look, in the last 3 years, I've interviewed over 200 Silverado owners with extreme mileage. Know how many had serious engine problems? Only 3. And I'm talking about trucks with over 500,000 miles. And today, you'll meet the 5 most impressive cases with all the details: what oil they used, where they bought them, how much they paid, and most importantly, what was the secret to reaching this insane mileage. But attention, some of these models are already getting rare in the market, and the prices, well, you'll be surprised. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because at the end, I'll reveal where to find Silverados like these today for prices you won't believe. Silverado number 1. First on the list, 2003 Silverado White Z71. Donovan Miller, farmer in Kansas. When he showed me the odometer, I thought it was a joke. 961,832 miles. 961,000 miles. Same 5.3 Vortec engine that left the factory in 2003. Just so you understand, your new Tundra will start having problems at 186,000 miles. Your neighbor's F-150 is already asking for a new engine at 248,000 miles. And this Silverado, at almost a million, still accelerates like new. And you know what Donovan's secret was? He looked me in the eyes and said a phrase that changed my view on maintenance forever. "Son, I treat this engine like it's my heart. Mobil 1 5W30 synthetic every 5,000 miles, without fail, even if I have to sell a cow to buy it." Important detail: this Silverado was never parked. Donovan drives 9,300 miles per month. It's a heavy-duty work truck, hauling fertilizer, towing 3-ton equipment, and the engine purrs like a cat. Want to know the craziest part? Donovan paid $18,000 for this Silverado in 2008. Today, he refuses offers of $25,000. This truck appreciated while driving almost a million miles. But if you found that impressive, wait until you see the next one, because its owner broke a record I didn't know existed. Silverado number 2. 2004 Silverado, black, 6.0 Vortec engine. Robert Tank Washington, Army veteran, truck driver for 30 years. And this guy broke a record that even GM didn't know existed. 1,112,156 miles. Over 1,100,000. And want to know the most impressive detail? Tank never took vacation in 15 years. This Silverado ran every day for 15 consecutive years. I flew to Oklahoma to meet Tank personally. When I saw the truck, I couldn't believe it. Original paint, preserved upholstery, dashboard without cracks. It looked like it had 124,000 miles, not almost 1.1 million. And then Tank revealed a technique that mechanics hate, but that works. "Kid, the 6.0 engine is tough, but you gotta respect it. First thing, never shut it off hot. I always let it idle for 2 minutes before turning off. Second, Rotella T6 5W40 oil, no exceptions. Third, every 31,000 miles, I add a bottle of Lucas oil treatment. Engine stays like new." Tank showed me all the receipts. In 15 years, he spent only $8,500 on preventative maintenance. That's $566 per year to maintain a truck running 74,500 miles annually. To compare, your friend who bought a new Ram spent $4,000 just in the first year on recalls and warranty problems. But the most emotional story hasn't been told yet. because the third Silverado on our list saved a marriage, literally. Silverado 3. Third, 2006 red Silverado 5.3 Vortec engine. Maria and Jose Santos, Brazilian couple who immigrated to Texas in 2005. And this Silverado didn't just drive 745,000 miles, it saved their marriage. How did it save a marriage? Well, when they arrived in the US, they had $500 in their pocket and 2 small children. Jose got a job at a moving company, but needed a truck. Maria even sold her wedding ring to make the down payment on this used Silverado. $8,500 already had 112,000 miles. Jose worked 14 hours a day for 8 years. The Silverado never let him down. Today, 18 years later, they own a moving company with 12 trucks. And the red Silverado, still in the fleet with 767,330 miles, original engine. Jose told me his secret. Brother, this Silverado is family. Castrol GTX 5W30 conventional oil, but I change it religiously every 3,100 miles. Air filter every 12,400 miles, and mainly, I never accelerate cold. Always wait for temperature to rise. Result? This Silverado has already generated over $2.3 million in revenue for their company. The initial investment of $8,500 returned 270 times more. But if you're impressed with $745,000, the fourth Silverado will break your calculator because it has a record that to this day, nobody has been able to beat. Silverado number 4. Fourth and most absurd. 2007 Navy Blue Silverado. 6.0 Vortec engine, Allison transmission. James Big Jim Murphy, owner of an oil company in North Dakota. And prepare your heart because this number is surreal. 1,340,000 miles. 1,340,000 miles. It's the unofficial world record for a Silverado still in operation. When Big Jim sent me the odometer photo, I thought it was fake. I called him the same day. "Boy," he said, "I have documents of all oil changes since day one. That's 287 documented oil changes." And Big Jim revealed a system that should be patented. Listen carefully. 6.0 engine with Allison transmission is a spaceship combination. But there are rules. AMSOIL Signature Series 5W30 oil, 7,500 mile intervals. But every 3,700 miles, I add 1 quart of new oil. Transmission filter every 62,000 miles. And final secret, aftermarket transmission oil cooler, mandatory. Want to understand the savings? Big Jim spent $47,000 on maintenance over 16 years. A new Silverado today costs $65,000. He saved $18,000 and still has a truck worth $35,000 in the market. Detail: Big Jim already received a $45,000 offer from a Canadian collector, but he refused. "This truck will be buried with me," he said. But the fifth and final Silverado, this one will make you question everything you know about modern cars, because it proves a theory that automakers hate. Silverado number 5. Fifth and final. 2002 Silver Silverado. 5.3 Vortec engine, the most controversial on our list. Dr. Michael Stevens, mechanical engineering professor at University of Colorado. And this Silverado will prove a theory the automotive industry doesn't want you to know. Dr. Stevens created a theory called reverse planned obsolescence point. Translation: some GM engines from the 2000s were built so well that they improve with time instead of getting worse. And the proof? His 2002 Silverado has 1,043,456 miles and consumes less fuel today than when it was new. 19.6 mpg today versus 17.8 mpg in 2002. Dr. Stevens documented everything. Excel spreadsheets with every fill-up, every maintenance, every part replaced. The result of 21 years of applied scientific research. The secret, he explained, is that the 2002 5.3 Vortec has factory tolerances that adjust perfectly with controlled wear. After 310,000 miles, it reaches maximum efficiency point. It's pure physics. And then he told me something that gave me chills. GM knew this. That's why they changed the design in 2008. An engine that doesn't break doesn't sell parts, and a company that doesn't sell parts doesn't profit. Remember the secret I promised at the beginning? Here it is. All these 5 owners bought their Silverados used, with at least 93,000 miles already on them. Why? Because the first 93,000 miles are the extreme break-in period. An engine that passed this mark without problems will last forever. And now the part you've been waiting for. How to find one of these today. 5.3 Vortec 1999 to 2007. Look for fleet examples with 124,000 to 186,000 miles. Price $8,000 to $15,000. 6.0 Vortec 2007 to 2013. Focus on heavy-duty 2500 HDs. Price $18,000 to $28,000. Avoid AFM, active fuel management, after 2007 on the 5.3. It's the cancer of these engines.
Look, I know you came here because you're thinking about buying a Silverado, or because you already have one and want to know if you made the right choice. If you have a Silverado with one of these engines I showed today, congratulations. You have a gold mine sitting in your garage. Take good care of it because it will take care of you for the next 20 years. And leave in the comments, which of these stories impressed you most? Have you had any extreme mileage experience? I want to know. Like the video if these stories prove that there are still cars made to last. And subscribe, because next week I'll show the 5 worst engines GM ever put in a pickup. And spoiler, one of them literally melts from the inside. And I'll reveal which specific model caused a secret recall that only 3% of owners know exists.